Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for gone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they've picked up 5 yards.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. And not giving up 6.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely forced a field goal attempt.
So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Goff on 3rd down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle to Garcon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about J.G.?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Goff on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Out of the gun. Gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's second down.
Here we go now. Green.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He'll fall down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And his third year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Goff on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A good pickup there, a 22.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd and short.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Leopard! Leopard!
play action. Now Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Garoppolo now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald in there again to drop him for the 2nd straight play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Flashes another juke. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a first down throw, gone. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. No one made it into the red zone fewer times than the Rams last year, 32nd in the NFL. But they're here now with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Collins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Alex Collins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now running right through it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Caught left side, Garcon. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. That is caught inside the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. 3-19.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Set. Over. Check. No. Check. Patriots.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
And it caught it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
Green, 39.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Carrying it deep for Garcon. Looking for Garcon, he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
So with the addition of Solomon Thomas, think about what the 49ers have done now in their last 3 drafts. Eric Armstead, defensive tackle / end. DeForest Buckner, the same thing, out of the University of Oregon as well. And now Solomon Thomas stayed in the Pac-12 and got 3 big-time players.
And Thomas, Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year a season ago at Stanford. Gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun. Here's Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 here. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And again, it's Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 30, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Now gone. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 2nd down, Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and long. It's gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go again with Collins. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The throw on second down is gone. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. And that'll make it third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Goff now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. To throw is Goff. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Goff on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Aaron Donald in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd down following the incompletion. A shotgun snap for gone. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Looks to be right around the 40. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Green with a catch left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. And he has Carew. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down throw, gone. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again is gone. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The give right to Collins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.